Hello and welcome. You're watching Republic TV. Time now to take a look at all the top stories, the top 50 stories rather, that we're tracking this Monday morning. I'm Rukma. Let's begin. May 28th will always be remembered as a historic moment for India, as the country on this day got its new parliament, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla inaugurating the building. PM Modi installed the Sengol, a historical scepter from Tamil Nadu that was given to India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru to symbolize the handover of authority from the British, and has been maintained at an Allahabad museum so far. It is now in the new Parliament building. Prime Minister Modi, in his first address to the nation from the new Parliament building on Sunday, expressed hope that it is a new dawn of an Atmanirbhar Bharat.
इस वर्षों में संसद के इस नए भवन में बनने वाले नए कानून भारत को विकसित भारत बनाएंगे। इस संसद में बनने वाले कानून भारत को गरीबी से बाहर निकालने में मदद करेंगे। इस संसद में बनने वाले कानून देश के युवाओं के लिए, महिलाओं के लिए नए अवसरों का निर्माण करेंगे। मुझे विश्वास है संसद का यह नया भवन नए भारत के सृजन का आधार बनेगा।
Prime Minister Modi explained the need for a new parliament while reflecting on how the building exhibits the spirit of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat.
आजादी का ये अमृत काल भी भारत के इतिहास का ऐसा ही पड़ाव है। आज से 25 साल बाद भारत अपनी आजादी के 100 वर्ष पूरे करेगा। हमारे पास भी 25 वर्ष का अमृत कालखंड है। इन 25 वर्षों में हमें मिलकर भारत को विकसित राष्ट्र बनाना है।
And installing the Sengol in the new Parliament building, the Prime Minister said that several years of foreign rule stole India's pride. India has left behind that colonial mindset. Finally, now.
ये हमारा सौभाग्य है कि इस पवित्र सेंगोल को हम उसकी गरिमा लौटा सके हैं, उसकी मान मर्यादा लौटा सके हैं। जब भी इस संसद भवन में कार्यवाही शुरू होगी, ये सेंगोल हम सभी को प्रेरणा देता रहेगा।
The opposition, meanwhile, has stepped up the ante in attacking the centre over the continuing issues surrounding the dedication of the new Parliament building. Lalu Yadav's RJD sent a contentious tweet in which it compared the new building to a coffin. And the SP on Sunday took its opposition to the new Parliament building to a new low, when one of its leaders termed the high priests of various adhinams in Tamil Nadu as radical Brahmin gurus of the South. Following the RJD's comparison of the new Parliament with a coffin, the BJP strongly condemned the comment and said that the party has stooped to a new low.
क्या राष्ट्रीय जनता दल ने तय कर लिया?
Comments from the RJD against the parliament drew sharp criticism as the BJP's Sushil Modi said the RJD should be prosecuted for treason.
क्या राष्ट्रीय जनता दल ने तय कर लिया है कि उनके सदस्य परमानेंट बहिष्कार करेंगे? क्या वो लोकसभा की सदस्यता से इस्तीफा देंगे, राज्यसभा की सदस्यता से इस्तीफा देंगे? ऐसे लोगों पर तो देशद्रोह का मुकदमा दर्ज किया जाना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, down south in Tamil Nadu, celebrations erupted over the inauguration of the new Parliament building. According to the state sources, the Sengol, they say, has finally gotten its due. Notably, this also comes after Prime Minister Modi hailed Tamil Nadu's role in the freedom struggle. Prime Minister Modi held a meeting with BJP-ruled chief ministers, ruled states chief ministers at the headquarters of the BJP in Delhi yesterday, and JP Nadda, Union Home Minister Amit Shah were also present. And setting the stage for the 2024 general elections, the BJP has appointed National General Secretary Sunil Bansal, in charge of its mega outreach campaign, which it has termed the Jan Sampark Abhiyan in Uttar Pradesh. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Sunday said that at least 33 terrorists have been killed in different areas. These terrorists were responsible for using sophisticated arms against the civilian population during the recent violent clashes in the state. And Union Home Minister Amit Shah is to visit Manipur today, where he will be assessing the situation and review it and ensure, as he promised, peace and security. And Army Chief General Manoj Pandey arrived in Manipur to review the law and order situation as the state reported rising incidents of sporadic violence over the last few days after the recent violent clashes. And ISRO is to conduct the launch of its next generation navigational satellite NVS-01 today. This is part of the navigation with Indian constellation Navik series. And the Vande Bharat Express is to come to the northeast of India today as the region gets its first premium train, which will be traveling from Jalpaiguri to Guwahati, to be inaugurated by the Prime Minister. And protesting wrestlers decided to hold a women's MAHAPANCHAYAT in front of the new Parliament building yesterday, but Delhi police had put up barricades near the Tikri border, the Singhu border, as Khap Panchayat leaders and farmers are likely to join the protesting farmers' march. And Delhi police have detained Vinesh Fogart, Sakshi Malik and Bajrang Punia, all wrestlers, for violation of law and order after they breached the security cordon yesterday. They were attempting to move and protest. As they said, their intention was to protest before the new Parliament building. And Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has called a meeting of the party's Delhi leaders to discuss the centre's ordinance reversing the Supreme Court judgment of placing control of postings and transfer of bureaucrats in the capital under the elected dispensation. And Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal met ailing Aam Aadmi Party leader Satyendra Jain in Delhi's Lok Nayak Hospital, where the latter is undergoing medical treatment. This is the first meeting between the two leaders after the latter was arrested in a money laundering case. More than 1,500 job aspirants met Karnataka Deputy CM D.K. Shiv Kumar at his residence, demanding to start the recruitment process for Karnataka Power Transport Corporation Limited. And Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has been assured of a new ordinary passport after a local court gave its no objection to the issuance of this. The former Congress president is set to travel to San Francisco, where he will start his 3-city tour soon. Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot inspected Dhidwana district of Rajasthan and addressed the crowd in Mehengai Shivir, where he spoke about parties boycotting the Parliament inauguration and also said that the BJP could face trouble in coming times. Rain and storm obstructed Telugu Desam Party's Mahanadu program at Vemagiri on the outskirts of Raja Mahendravaram. 6 people sustained minor burn injuries when a small cooking gas cylinder exploded in a home in Noida. Chief Fire Officer Pradeep Kumar Chaube said the incident took place in Chalera village in Sector 44. Strong tremors were felt in Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar yesterday. Areas including the Chenab Valley, Doda, Kishtwar district also reported tremors. Earthquake shook several parts of Punjab, Haryana and J&K as well. And a massive fire broke out at a landfill site in Chelora, trenching ground in KANNUR. 3 fire tenders arrived at the spot and doused the flames. And Nepal's Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda will embark on a 4-day official visit to India from the 31st of May at the invitation of Prime Minister Modi. This will be his first foreign visit since he assumed the high office for the 3rd time in December last year. And UK Minister of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs Tariq Ahmed began a visit to India on the 27th of this month, in the first such senior-level visit since tensions over violent pro-Khalistan protests outside the Indian High Commission in London erupted in March. The Pope prayed on Sunday for those hit by the Mocha cyclone at the border between Myanmar and Bangladesh, and also for those affected by the war in Ukraine. Turkish opposition candidate Kemal Kilicdaroglu cast his ballot on Sunday as voters returned to the polls for the 2nd time this month. 74-year-old former bureaucrat who voted in Ankara with his wife has described the runoff as a referendum on the country's future. And Kemal Kilicdaroglu cast his ballot as voters returned for the runoff. He also thanked voters. Meanwhile, incumbent President Recep Tayyip Erdogan cast his ballot as crowds of voters returned to the polls. Voters in Turkey will decide whether the country's longtime leader stretches his increasingly authoritarian rule into a 3rd decade. Erdogan, who has been at Turkey's helm for 20 years, is favoured to win a new 5-year term in the 2nd round runoff after coming just short of an outright victory in the 1st round on the 14th of May. China's first domestically made passenger jet flew its maiden commercial flight as the country looked to compete with industry giants such as Boeing and Airbus in the global aircraft market. Ukraine's capital subjected to the largest drone attack since the start of the conflict with Russia, local officials said, as Kiev prepared to mark the anniversary of the founding of the city on Sunday. Oman's ruler arrived in Tehran for talks with Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and other top officials. Sultan Tariq was officially welcomed by Raisi at the capital's Sadabad palace. Irish politicians and relatives of those who died in the Irish Civil War marked the end of the conflict 100 years ago on Sunday. The ceremony took place in Dublin's Garden of Remembrance. Italian police in Venice are investigating the source of a phosphorescent green liquid patch that appeared Sunday in the city's central Grand Canal. The governor of the Veneto region, Luca Zaia, posted a photo of the green liquid that spread through the water near the famed Rialto Bridge. The start of IPL 2023 Summit clash on Sunday between 4-time winners Chennai and defending champions Gujarat delayed due to a heavy downpour in Ahmedabad. And as D-Day approaches, the face-off is to take place today. Chennai Super Kings will be playing against Gujarat Titans in the finals. Match scheduled to take place on Sunday has been postponed to today. Chennai's batsman Ambati Rayudu announces his retirement from the IPL. 37-year-old has confirmed IPL 2023 final between CSK and defending champions Gujarat Titans will be his last game. Legendary cricketer Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar lauded the Gujarat Titans' record-breaking star SHUBMAN Gill for his outstanding performance in the IPL this year, stated the GT opener's exhibition of batting in this season has been nothing short of unforgettable. And according to the BCCI Secretary, Jai Shah, schedule for 2023 World Cup will be revealed during World Test Championship final at the Oval. And JAISWAL added to the Indian squad for upcoming World Test Championship final as a standby player, as Rituraj Gaikwad will be getting married on the 3rd of June. And shuttler HS Pranoy defeated Chinese Wang Hongyang in the Malaysia Masters final to clinch his first BWF World Tour title in Kuala Lumpur yesterday. And world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka defeats Marta KOSTYUK in straight sets to get her French Open campaign off to a winning start. Norwegian Erling Haaland named Premier League Player of the Season after combined voting involving the general public, the captains of all 20 Premier League clubs and a panel of football experts. And Paris Saint-Germain face Strasbourg on Sunday at the La Parc des Princes Stadium. The match ended in a draw. After the match, Paris Saint-Germain were crowned champions of the League 1 2022-23. That's all in this edition of Superfast 50.